Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share the main ideas from a book called The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. What makes this book special is that it doesn't focus only on numbers, formulas, or economic theories. Instead, it talks about the way people think and behave with money. Because at the end of the day, how we handle money is more about psychology than intelligence. Okay, let's get started. Hazel begins with a powerful idea. Managing money is not about knowledge, it's about behavior. You don't need to be a genius to be financially secure. What really matters is a passion, discipline, and emotional control. Sorry. Oh, hold on. What really matters is patience, discipline, and emotional control. Many smart people fail with money not because they don't understand finance, but because they can control their desires, fear, or habits. One of the first lessons from the book is that being wealthy is not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. We often admire people who drive expensive cars, live in huge houses, or wear luxury brands. But real wealth is not always visible, right? It's not the flashy lifestyle, it's the savings, the investment, and the financial freedom you don't see. Another key lesson is about luck and risk. Success in money is not always the result of hard work alone. Sometimes it's also about being in the right place at the right time with the right people. On the other hand, failure doesn't always mean someone is lazy or careless. Sometimes bad luck just happens. That's why we should stay humble about our own success and be compassionate when others struggles. The book also talks us about the idea of enough. Many people fall into the trap of never being satisfied. No matter how much money they earn, they always want more, and wealth, more statue, more recognition, but without knowing what enough means. We risk losing everything. Defining what is enough for us personally is the key to happiness and peace of mind. Then, Housel explained the power of compounding. Wealth is often built not through one big division, but through small consistent action over time. The famous investor Warren Buffett is a great example. His wealth didn't come just from being smart. It came from investing early and allowing his money to grow for decades, right? The lesson is simple. Time in the market is more important than time in the market. Another big theme is freedom. Money should money should not only buy us things, it should buy us control over our time. True wealth is the ability to wake up and decide how to spend your day. If money gives your independence, then you already rich even if you don't have the biggest bank account. Housel also highlights the importance of behavior in investing. Most people don't fail because of bad strategies. They fail because of emotion. They panic when the market falls, or they get greedy when it rises. Staying calm, discipline, and patient is far more valuable than trying to outsmart the market with complicated theories. Finally, the book reminds us that everyone's experience with money is different. Someone who grew up poor will think about money differently than someone who grew up rich. Our background shape how we take risks, how we save, and how we spend. There's no single right way that works for everyone. The most important thing is to understand yourself and make financial choices that fit your life goals. So, to wrap it up, The Psychology of Money is not just a book about finance, it's a book about life. Its core message is this: money management is more about mindset than math. Having more money won't automatically make us wise, but if we can control our emotion, practice patience, define what is enough, and stay consistent, then money can become a tool for freedom and peace instead of stress and anxiety. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And yeah, in the next 2 minutes, I want to share how Morgan Housel dissects um, money psychology in the psychology of money, the methods, mental models, and framework he uses to help us think differently about money. Okay, first, perspective through stories and contrast. Housel doesn't just give facts, he tells stories, real people, real scenarios to contrast different behavior. For example, comparing someone who spends everything they earn versus someone who live modestly and save. This comparison helps us see what often invisible trade-off looks like. Okay, second, highlighting luck versus risk. A big part of the method is reminding us that outcomes aren't only from hard work or skill. Luck plays a part, and so does risk. He uses example of people who did everything right but still got hit by a bad luck. Others who had comfortable circumstances, this helped build humility and encourage planning for uncertainty. Third, definitely what enough means. Instead of always pushing for more, Hausel urged that we stop shifting the goalpost. What is enough for you? This framework focuses on us on to think: are we accumulating wealth or just chasing status, comparison, and endless expectation? Fourth, compounding and time horizon. One of its key methods is to show how small, consistent action over long periods, often beat trying to get huge returns quickly. Patience become a tool. He emphasized that compounding isn't sexy short term. So many underestimate its power. So if we adapt those way of thinking, our money decisions are likely to be calmer, smarter, more aligned with that truly matters, right? So thank you guys for listening. Enjoy your weekend.